La-di-dee-da-di-do, hanging with the Bearded Bird.
Welcome to Bearded Bird. My name is Louis Bird and I'm the founder and creative director of Melly Blue Branding. My goal here is to share with my fellow creatives and entrepreneurs three main things: business, branding, and multimedia tips and tutorials. Louis Bird of Melly Blue Branding speaking.
Hi, I was wondering if I can inquire about a logo and a web design for my company.
Okay, great. Well, what kind of company are you starting?
I'm starting a daycare. I'm so excited. It's called Lovely Loves.
Alright, okay. Well, when was this idea or this company established?
Well, I just thought about it yesterday, and so I figured I better get to the ground running, get a head start. I know I need a website, and I know I need a logo. I definitely need business cards, and probably some flyers, so I can put on people's front shield windows. That's how I'm going to get my name out.
Okay. So what is your brand?
What's branding?
Yeah, your brand, pretty much the promise between you and your future customers or clients.
Oh, well, yeah, I promise not to kill the kids.
Oh, okay. Well, do you have a business plan?
Well, right now I have to work from 9 to 5, and then when I get home, well, I guess I thought the business plan was the website. Is that not right?
No, okay. Alright. No business plan. Okay, so what's your budget?
Oh, wow. Well, geez, I guess I didn't really think about a budget. Well, I'm sure a couple $100 will do.
So, who is your target demographic?
Well, basically anybody who has a child, especially if they're pregnant, get them early.
So, let me get this straight. You don't have a business plan.
No.
You just started this idea yesterday.
Yeah.
You don't know exactly who you want to connect with.
Well, of course I do. Don't get me wrong. I want to connect with anybody with kids. Duh.
Okay. And your budget is only a couple $100.
Well, yeah. I see people do logos online all the time for $50. How much could this really cost? Seriously.
Branding is one of those terms, one of those ideas that is super overloaded in today's marketplace. A lot of times when you mention the word brand, there's all types of things that pop up in people's heads. Basically, they're thinking about the logo, websites, business cards, fonts, print collateral. Those are all components of what we like to call a brand identity. But basically, the brand identity is just that. It's the things that people recognize and associate with your brand. So you're probably saying, well, isn't that branding? It's not. A brand is a promise. A promise between you and your intended audience. That's it. Branding agencies, graphic designers, freelancers will often tell clients that they can help them build their brand. Shit, honestly, I've done it in the past. But the thing is this, we cannot help you build your brand. Your brand has to start with you, the creative entrepreneur, the startup company. Your brand has to exist before you even bring it to us. Now, we can help build awareness around your brand. Of course, we can do those types of things, but your brand has to start at this intrinsic place in your entrepreneurial heart. Yes, that was a little cheesy, but it's true. In order to properly build a brand that will have a legacy associated with it, one that will last, you have to take time with that. It takes time to establish that type of trust, that type of relationship between your organization and your intended end user. Your brand is not a logo. Your brand is not a website. Your brand is not business cards. Your brand is not fonts. It's not print collateral. From over the years of working with a lot of startup companies, one thing that I have noticed far too often is the fact that A lot of startup companies think about their business plan even if they haven't started it, their product and their service, logos and websites and all those different things, but they don't think about a brand strategy. And that is the key to success for great branding overall. Now, what a really good branding agency or brand expert can do is help you come up with a branding strategy. Something that is going to take the idea of your brand, the promise, and figure out a way to really put it out there and connect with people. Branding is important because it is the one thing that can really help your company, your product, and your service stand apart from your competitors. Sure, you can sign up for 99 Designs and all those different websites and have thousands upon thousands of designers bidding for your work, but what you're missing at that point is the research, which is understanding your business, the ins and outs, understanding the constraints, understanding some of the hurdles that you have to cross. That's what you should be looking for when it comes to hiring an agency or a branding expert to help you build your brand. Your brand starts with you. Your brand starts with the promise between your organization and your intended audience. Once you realize what that promise is and you start telling that promise, at that point, that's when you start establishing a brand. Now next week, we're going to go back to my audio engineering and music buddies. We're going to talk about compressors, limiters, and understanding how they work and how to use them. So I'll see you back here in 7 days. Bearded Bird. Out.
Wah-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee, wah-dee-dee-da-dee-do, hanging with the bearded bird.